Flight 907, Concorde service. With all passengers going to proceed now to door 4 with boarding cars ready for us.
I know, but you don't like being on video, do you?
Welcome on Concorde.
Thank you.
Hey there, welcome on Concorde. Let's see, right? We're in the next 10 minutes.
Hello, sir. Where are you sitting? 11 is the first row in the next cabin on the left.
Oh, that's an awful one.
Hello. If you want to, you can.
Today is just to inform you about the procedures of the flight, what's going on, sort of speeds and heights we're at, and to keep you generally informed about Concorde and about our flight. So Dave will be speaking to you very shortly. And also the cabin crew, of course, will be shortly giving you their safety briefing. And I would ask that you pay particular attention to that. So from me, I hope you can settle back in your seats, make yourselves comfortable, enjoy this very brief flight with us. Dave will be speaking to you shortly. Thank you.
Which can be ordered from the Concorde brochures, which will be passing through the cabin.
Number 4, number essentials.
Yes. Just in case you couldn't hear that, we have a range of gifts exclusive to Concorde, which are available from the brochures, which will be passing through the cabin. If you are interested in purchasing any gifts, please press the call button situated above your seat. Thank you.
Cabin crew ready for safety demonstration, please.
Who had to move down? Yeah, right.
Opportunity to show you the safety procedures and equipment carried on board Concorde. Your attention to the cabin crew at the front of the cabin would be appreciated. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks and life jackets. It also shows the bracing position which you must adopt in an emergency landing. Emergency exits are on both sides of the aircraft. They are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. There are 2 doors at the rear of the aircraft and 2 at the front of each cabin section. Please take a moment now to locate the exit nearest to you, keeping in mind that the nearest usable exit may be behind you. Additional lighting will be provided in the aisles at floor level to help you find your way to the exits should the need arise. And in the unlikely event of having to use the escape slide, please leave all hand baggage behind and ladies remove all high-heeled shoes. Please now ensure your table is folded away, your seat back upright, and your seatbelt fastened in preparation for takeoff. The seatbelt is fastened and adjusted like this and unfastened like this. Whenever the fasten seatbelt signs are on, you must return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically. When you see the masks, remain seated and quickly cover your mouth and nose like this and breathe normally. Pulling the mask to your face opens the oxygen supply. Do not smoke when oxygen is in use. Your life jacket is stowed underneath the center of each pair of seats. In the event of landing on water, remove the life jacket from its container and pull it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side. To inflate the life jacket, pull the red toggle as shown, and if necessary, the air can be topped up by using this mouthpiece. There is the whistle here for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you're outside the aircraft, and junior life jackets are carried for the use of small children. Please observe the fasten seatbelt signs and also the no smoking signs, which will remain on as this is a non-smoking service. And while you are seated...
Before we go, so rather than give you any unnecessary details for the minute, I'm just going to run through the takeoff itself, since that's probably the most exciting part of the journey. Now, Concorde needs a higher takeoff speed than a normal aeroplane, and in order to achieve this, we use full power on our all-four engines, plus also their reheat, which gives us more power. Now, that's a system which you may know as afterburners, that's the American term for it, often found on military aircraft, but it's unique to Concorde in the civilian aircraft world. So, as I say, we'll be using all of that for now today. And because this is a relatively short flight down to Heathrow, the aircraft is quite light. We're only carrying 25 tonnes of fuel today, compared to a transatlantic fuel load of 96 tonnes. So obviously the aircraft is quite a lot lighter than it normally would be, but with the same power available, the acceleration down the runway is really going to be quite effective. So during the takeoff run, I'm going to call you out the speeds as they increase, and also the calls that you would hear if you're sitting here on the flight deck, so you have some idea of what is going on. And one of the calls that you will hear shortly after takeoff is a call for noise abatement. Now, all this power which we use for takeoff, as you can imagine, makes us rather noisy. And so here, as indeed all airports that we operate out of, we carry out what's called a noise abatement procedure. Now, what that means today is that once we get to 1,000 feet above the airfield, and that will be about 40 seconds after we start the takeoff run, we're going to turn the reheat on and reduce the engine power as well. So when we do that, you'll notice quite a change in the note of the engines, and the attitude of the aircraft also changes to accommodate the reduced power. So particularly if you're towards the back of the airplane and nearer the engines, you'll notice quite a change in the note of the engines. But we do that on each flight, so obviously don't concern yourself about it. So now as we work our way away from the built-up areas, we can reinstate a bit more power. The whole process obviously being just to reduce the effect that we have on the people who live around the airport. We've got to wait for this aircraft that's coming in on the left-hand side to land first. I think we're clear on the British Airways 111 to me, coming in from somewhere else. Today, the takeoff speed, a call for the guys here on the flight deck so that they start their stopwatches all together, so that the noise abatement procedure is exact to the second. When they say now, that's when the throttles will be opened fully, the engines will wind up, the reheat systems will alight. I'll call you the speeds going down the runway. You'll hear a call of rotate. That's when the nose wheel first leaves the ground. Once we're off the ground, the undercarriage will be selected up, and very shortly after that, probably just before the undercarriage locks up into the fuselage, you'll hear the call of 321 now, and that's for the noise abatement procedure. When we call now, that's when the power will be reduced. Now clear to take off on 3 Edmund.
Ready?
3, 2, 1 now. Throttles are fully open. 2,000 feet. Speed just under 300 miles an hour. City of Birmingham coming up on the left-hand side as we start our right turn down towards the centre. General right turn now, looking down towards the NEC on the right-hand side of the aircraft. Speed still just below 300 miles an hour. That's our standard speed to fit in with the rest of the traffic around airports, which obviously we have to conform to as well. I'm just going through 4,000 feet.
Similar on the wind.
And traffic that clears up to 9,000 feet. That might just take us up to the bottom of the clouds. A little bit more power going on now. Obviously we're now away from the built-up areas and the heights are making us quieter. And as the speed increases, the famous group snoot is now being put into its streamlined high-speed configuration. So the nose has been raised and the riser, which is the streamlined part of it, is now up. So the noise here on the flight deck is reduced considerably. We're now in our high-speed configuration. Climbing at 5,000 feet a minute, just approaching 7,000 feet. And if you look at the front of each cabin, the screens which were having a welcome on board Concorde message when you first arrive should now have changed to be showing you the aircraft's height, speed, outside air temperature and so on.
-7. That -7 7 outside.
Really slow for us. Basically Concorde is a high-speed machine. That's very much what it was designed for, and when it's doing high speed, that's when it's happy. At the moment we're still having to conform with air traffic control requirements because they obviously have other traffic that we have to fit in with. We'd actually prefer to be going at, what, 90 miles an hour faster than we are at the moment. That would be our optimum speed, that would be our maximum speed for this particular height when it crosses this particular way. Landing, the next band, without actually tearing a 9-inch hole in the floor. We're now coming into the London control area. In other words, this is the point at which the air traffic controllers who deal with both the London airports, Heathrow and Gatwick, start to deal with us. And he's senior to me, so he should know about these things.
I told him, he told me an hour before, then I told him he was going on it.
Those automatic throttles will control the speed all the way down until we're 40 feet above the ground. 15 feet above the ground, you are back. This side is between us and the airport just as we approach the river. Obviously it's quite a good landmark for us with the very tall tower there. And you can also see down there on the left hand side, just by the city airport across on theatre down there. Can't see on the left hand side, we're at the back at the moment. Just lined up now with the first of those radio signals, so we're lined up with the runway, just waiting for the correct slope to guide us down.
So we'll see we level,
very short from now.
We're on the approach,
in line with the runway, heading down towards Jerusalem and right. It's just being collected down, so you hear the swabs as it's released on the fuselage, shortly by similar tops as it locks down. Very long undercarriage legs, a very powerful locking system to hold them in the correct position. So all the four parts of the undercarriage are now where they should be. So that's one set of wheels on each wing, a nose wheel and that tiny little wheel right on the tail that just stops the engines getting scraped on the ground if we get it very slightly wrong. Speed now is 210 miles an hour. One more speed reduction to occur to bring us back to 190. That will occur in 4 miles time, 800 feet above the ground. Okay, so now the co-pilot is flying the aeroplane now himself. We have 2 automatic pilot systems on the aeroplane, just like we have 2 automatic throttle systems. required, either one of those autopilots can land the aircraft, and we use those for when the weather is so bad. In other words, the visibility is so low that it's physically not possible to land the airplane because you cannot see well enough for the touchdown and the slowing up process on the runway. So if the weather's really bad, we can use the automatic pilots to do the landing. But obviously today that's not the case, and so Ken will be doing the landing himself. We're actually making the last speed reduction now, which is a little bit earlier than we normally would. That's because there is an aircraft ahead of us landing on the same runway, and he's flying a little bit slower than us, so although there is a gap, a safe gap between us, obviously if we don't slow up in time, we'll get rather close to him, which we don't want to do. So just to be absolutely sure, Ken's put the speed back now, and it's sitting out now at its final speed of 190 miles an hour. We're just 2.5 miles away from the runway, descending through 800 feet. Descent rate is about 800 feet a minute, and that's now the same situation we'll maintain all the way down the cruise. And welcome to Heathrow. That was runway 27 right here at Heathrow. There's another one on the other side of the terminal building called 27 left. Just looking at where we are stands, we're actually parking just across there to the right hand side, so it's a very short taxi for us now. Still busy up here on the flight deck, particularly for Leggington, the flight engineer, who most of the time is the busiest man here on a flight deck of a Concorde. He has to manage all the systems of the aircraft, its air conditioning, electrics and so on, and he's busy now moving fuel around to make sure that the aircraft doesn't sit on its tail as the people yourselves get off, because people tend to get off from the front first. If we have all the people left on at the back, none at the front, the aircraft sits on its tail. So he puts 4 tons of fuel into a tank at the front of the aeroplane, and that keeps that very firmly anchored to the ground, as you can imagine.
That's a new one there.
I can see the bus is waiting for you on stand now, and we're very nearly there, so really, from me and from all of us here on the flight deck, it just remains for us to hope you've enjoyed your trip with us today. We've certainly enjoyed flying you here. Sorry it was such a short trip, but that is the nature of a Concorde. Hopefully we'll see some of you again, but for the moment, from us all here, goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow. For your comfort and safety, please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the overhead fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please make sure that you have collected all your personal belongings, either from the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you. And please be careful when opening the overhead lockers in case the heavy item should fall and cause injury. In the seat pocket in front of you, you'll find a safety instructions card. May we remind you that this card must not be removed from the aircraft. On behalf of Captain Dave Rowland, David Gladwin Concorde Limited and the rest of the crew, we hope you have enjoyed your Concorde experience with us today, and may we take this opportunity of wishing you a safe and pleasant homeward journey.
And flight engineers turn, the cabin crew now kindly set all doors to manual. fuel and also perhaps get you off the aeroplane a bit quicker. We shut it down. That's why it goes a bit...
Yeah, you want it?